The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate, what an effort.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now let's go.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Second down, Mayfield. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game, shrugs him off. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes Takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And this is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Johnson fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mayfield to throw it. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield with it once more. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gone. 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 Over.
Now Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, Guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch out for 86.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now running right through it. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. They'll run for it. Geis. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And here come the Redskins now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chain.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that mark. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mayfield. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. So out now come the Redskins. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spear.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Got you now, Barney. Barney.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And take it right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. No, check, Patriot. Hot. No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Over. Check 26. Hot.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
From the gun, Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch it now, Barney. Watch quick. Motion.
And they try the sweep to Jones. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Watch him now, Barney!
3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the Browns getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one, and now you still
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens. You